Hello everybody, Waffletime here. You know, I still get comments every single day on the absolute easiest series. Some loving, some very angry because they use a 1.3 method in a 1.4 world. That series was definitely the series that kicked this channel off. So today I thought it'd be a lot of fun to load up our old absolute easiest world and take all of our old methods for a spin to see which ones still work. By the way, all of the old videos were recorded on a normal difficulty world, so for the sake of continuity, I'm going to be using the same world with the same difficulty. Be ready for some crazy nostalgia. We'll start in order with the Wall of Flesh. Now obviously as of 1.4, the Reaver Shark has been turbo nerfed, so we can't really use this method super effectively. What we can do, however, is cry a little bit and pretend we did. We'll just get our Hellstone armor ready and an unholy amount of beanades like old times and hit the deck like we used to. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right into our first battle. We are jumping in with Kevin the Guide being slain and a whole boatload of beanades. So, I got my my good lightning boots on. Start chucking away and see how that goes. We kind of just want to wait for that eye to get down. Oh my god, yes, that still that still tears. Not so much in master mode, but man, oh my goodness. I know a lot of them are missing, but still a lot of them are still catching up, and I love it. There it is. Not even throwing anymore. It's all these hard mode mobs that are really giving me a run for my money right now. It's good to know some of these methods still work. It makes me happy. So I would definitely call that one a success. That was a big steaming success that made me so happy to see. I know Master Mode is a bit more unforgiving whenever it comes to beanades on the Wall of Flesh, and it does help to get some aid from the Star Cannon, but still. The next videos we moved on to after that were the mechanical bosses, starting with the Destroyer. I still actually use the same method to beat the Destroyer till this day, but let's check it out and see if it works in 1.4. For this method, I used full adamantite armor and a Daedalus Stormbow combined with holy arrows. Definitely see he's coming from the bottom right. And let's start gunning and see how it goes. I still definitely use this method whenever it comes to master mode and everything like that, and it still works charms. I'm doing this still all on normal mode, so it seems drastically easy. I'm like waiting for like a really bad thing to happen. I remember the good old days when it only took like a few seconds to kill him with this method. It definitely still bullies him. That's good. It's definitely much slower than 1.3 though. The Daedalus Stormbow and the Holy Arrows together got a fat nerf. So they did survive the nerf, but still, at what cost? That health is going down so much slower than back then. Then again, he is a really tanky boss, so this is doing good. And there we have it. As we head down, I'll definitely be the first to call that one a success, but a success with a slight hindrance. It did get a nerf, so it does take longer, but the method still does work. It works fantastic as well. After that, we ended up taking on the twins, which used the same armor as last time, but a much different weapon. We used my favorite. We used the Mega Shark with I-Core bullets, which between you and I still absolutely love using. Whenever I'm in master mode, I found that killing Spasmatism first is way easier, but for my easiest way method, I totally preach killing Retinazer first. So we're going to be doing just that. We're going to try and mimic it to the best of our ability. Alright, so we're definitely going to be gunning for Retinazer. See how that goes. And this method still looks like it's tearing up tearing up the twins to pieces, and I love the thought of it. Everything feels so relaxed in normal mode now that I've been playing on master mode for so long. And there goes Retinazer. Let's just gun straight for Spasmatism. Now in master mode, I definitely go for Spasmatism first. That's definitely the thing to do, because his Cursed Flame debuff just seriously just kills you. This is definitely one of the biggest gripes whenever it comes to the sky platforms. We've almost got Spasmatism down to his second phase, and the Legion of Harpies has arrived to aid Spasmatism, so that's no good. Well, that does it. Well, that really does it. That's definitely earned the seal of success on this one. That one definitely still works. Last but not least, we have the Pest. Skeletron Prime. I used the same armor and accessories as last time, and still used the same weapon with the same run and gun strategy. Really not much changed at all, except for the targeting. Back then, I'd try and destroy every single one of his appendages. I went for the lasers, then the bomb cannon, and then his melee units, and lastly, his head. So we're gonna try our best to copy that. Excellent, excellent. As it turns nighttime again, let's go ahead and summon this bad boy and give him a spin. Holy hell! Alright, so we're going to try and tank that laser first. It's definitely going to be our first priority according to our old strategies. The head moves a lot slower than in master mode. Wow, that's disorienting. Alright, so it appears we have gotten the laser. Now, according to our old strategies, we are going to try and gun for this cannon. Something interesting that I hear about the cannon, I have not personally tried Further Worthy yet, but I hear one of his new mechanics in there is that the cannon bombs actually do damage to the terrain. Skeletron Prime being even more annoying than usual. Anytime now. There we go. Now that the cannons are out of commission, we're going to go for the melee units. Seems as if we've almost gotten the Prime Saw. We're doing okay on the Prime Grip. The Prime Vices. Doing okay on the Vices so far. Man, I miss playing on normal mode. Alright, we have finished up all of the melee units. Now let's just gun straight for this guy's head. Which seems to be an easy enough task. He goes ridiculously slow in normal mode. And another unwanted guest, okay. This guy has under 2,000 health left, and we are having to focus on wyverns. And here we go, last couple shots. Get him out of the way, and I call that a 150% still good strategy. Finally, we got past the mechanical bosses and moved into the underground jungle to fight Plantera. For this method, I recommended sticking with the same armor and weapon just so you could let your chlorophyte spread a bit more. If you all recall, this method consisted of 2 teleporters linked to each other with a lip down at the bottom so that the spice couldn't get in. The concept to this strategy was the most manly I could think of, screaming anytime she got near you and teleporting before anything could hurt you. Now we are officially onto Plantera, and one of the hard parts is getting her all the way down to your arena. Keep in mind too, we are in normal mode. I still don't know if this one's gonna work. Uh-oh. She's still getting me. So this might work with some fixes, but she's still definitely shooting right through. If we do something like that, how does that work? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, let's do it on this side too. That works, I think, but it's very, very one-dimensional. I can't really aim unless you're like pressed right up against the glass there, or the mud I should say. Seems as if she just stopped shooting at me. Doesn't even seem like she's trying to kill me anymore. Yeah, this one's looking like it's still working. Only problem is if she gets beneath your field of range. It's the only foreseeable problem I could see. Oh yeah, I gotta watch out for those hooks too. Oh excellent, a traveling merchant has arrived in these trying times. I'm trying to fly up to see if she'll motion track me at all. And it seems like it works sometimes, but other than that, she kind of sticks to the bottom. We almost got her though. Oh wow, okay. So honestly, going into this, I thought that this method didn't work anymore, which is very interesting. It seems to have worked completely fine for me. I'm in 1.4, I am in normal mode though, so that's the thing. That's probably a normal mode exclusive. I didn't know if it still worked in 1.4 though. So I guess it does work in 1.4 with the exception that it still only works in normal mode. This gets the seal of approval, but the only normal mode edition. After that, we challenged Golem. This method actually consisted of super random block placing spurs around where the altar is in order to get him lodged in the blocks. This was also to make sure he got stuck during the battle, so he couldn't do much besides shoot lasers at us. This battle was really where I started recommending wider varieties of armor, which is really nice. During my fight, I used Strumite armor while still utilizing the Mega Shark. That's right. I used the Mega Shark for like 90% of these. Alright, so just off the bat, it looks like he's still stuck. Just off the bat, it doesn't look like he's still stuck. Whoops. Okay. Well, it appears to me as if he could break out of blocks. Is there really a mimic down here trying to eat me? There are so many spawns down there, it's so bad. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh man. Welp. Almost had him. These guys made it very hard for that to happen. And also this big block in the middle made it very hard to happen. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say no. That's going to be our first big steaming no. That method does not work anymore. Not long after Golem, we challenged Duke Fishron. Fishronald. I'm gonna keep saying Fishron. We kept the same weapons and armor as the previous battle and used a strategy very, very similar to the Plantera video, where we actually linked up 2 teleporters to go back and forth with. I also made sure to put the arena up in the air so that I could avoid the Sharknadoes that he sends out. Alright, let's put in the works with Fishron. Here he comes. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. To say we are not off to a good start so far. All seems to be working pretty well so far. Except those bubbles, holy hell. I might try and do is close this off a little bit. Uh-oh. Man, chlorophyte bullets would have worked so much better with this method. You guys were definitely right. Pressure plates would have worked a million times better with this too. Uh-oh. Oh no, those still seem to be getting blocked. Uh-oh, am I gonna run out of ammo? Well, it appears to me that that method still works amazing. I think that one has definitely gained the seal of approval. All of Duke Fishron's loot is currently sifting away to the bottom of the sea, and we're stuck in here next to a tornado, but we do feel pretty good because we did. Oh no, there it is. Oh my god, what a haul. So above all, I think this method still works fantastic. That's good, that's good. We've only had one go sour on us, and that was Golem of all things. That one definitely got the seal of approval. After our battle with Duke Fishron, we challenged the Lunatic Cultist in order to fight the Moon Lord. For this battle, I ended up switching it up to some beetle armor and a Flareon, which proved to be very useful. I also used the UFO mount from the Cosmic Car Key so that I had a lot of in-air maneuverability. Last time we did this, I used the Flareon and I used beetle armor. Seems to be going very well so far. Whoops, Flareon's a gift and a curse after all. All appears to be going very well so far. Aside from the occasional harpy trying to abuse us. Well, that's that. That one definitely still has the green stamp of approval on it. Celestial creatures are now invading. Let's get to work. Last but not least, the Moon Lord. Now, if you've played 1.4 at all, you know this method definitely does not work, since it gambled a lot on having his death ray blocked by the nurses and dryads housing. As of 1.4, his death ray goes right through blocks. So not only is it killing you, he's killing your nurse and dryad as well. Having that said, back then I did a run with each class, but for this video, I'll just try running it as a mixed class just for old time's sake. We're gonna hop on in our minecart of nostalgia, and we're definitely gonna try our best here. I remember these days. Alright, and here we go. It is time. Let's see how this works. Right now I'm using I-core arrows. We'll see how it goes. Surviving decently, but not as decently as I'd like. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, our dryad was slain and gone. Well, I can't say I can't say that I thought we were going to survive that one. That death ray going through the blocks definitely makes all the difference. So that one, oh, it sucks to say it, but that one gets the thumbs down. We all knew it was coming. Needless to say, this one did not get the seal of approval. Honestly though, that's not a bad ratio at all. A lot of our methods still work from way back then. Well, that's all of them. This was definitely a blast from the past for me, and I absolutely loved going back into our old world and checking things out. This whole world is so nostalgic to me. I always come back and visit it every now and again, and my NPCs are always so pissed now because of their housing. It's always a lot of fun to revisit, but now that some strategies don't work out in 1.4, I made sure to start a new Master Mode series of boss tutorials if you guys want to check it out. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, and comment down in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't already, join our Discord and come say hi. I'll have the link in the description for you guys. Thank you all so much again for watching. You're all the best, and I'll see you guys next time.